Okay, I'll have to say this sounds really, really silly because the vocal, the song, the singing bit, the Whiskey on a Sunday doesn't fit at all with the track, but it's workable. Okay, I thought about it and the scream is low and it's okay. I think the vocals, I'm going to play around with those a little bit and show you a couple of nifty things. First off, this is your effects uh, panel, your workspace. I have managed to find and download numerous other effects that are for free. You can find them plenty for free, and you can go up here and it basically this creates a chain of different effects you can put in. In this case, I've got a whole big old list of things to use. Some of them are just better versions of the basics that the program comes with. Some of them are really in-depth specialized ones. For example, I'll just go over and try and explain these as best as I can, the ones that I'm familiar with. Chorus. What chorus does is that it uses pitch changing to create differences in a track to make it sound like there's more than one playing. It gives more the effect of more than one person singing, playing guitar, or whatever. A lot of power rock uses that sort of thing. Pop music, it's one of the effects that if you use a lot of it, it becomes very noticeable and annoying even. But with very slight uses, it adds a lot of richness to a track. Delay is a very specialized form of reverb, which is echo. Delay is the effect that causes, for example, in a certain horror movie, there is an effect that's delay is what is causing that to repeat and fade away, or in this case, the proper terminology is decay. Distortion is distortion. It takes up your whatever it is and makes it sound crunchy, is the best term I have for it. EQ, equalization, is it's exactly the same thing that you'll find on stereos, your bass treble, and mids. Only in this case, that is your basic slider over here. In fact, you can see the basic program EQ is treble, mids, and bass. I've also got one on here I can add in. It's a 31 band, and in this case, it cuts it up into all of the different 31 band frequencies. So instead of just having your upper frequencies, your mid frequencies, and your bass frequencies, it cuts it up into all the different ones. This is basically the difference between combat medicine, just fixing you up to help you survive, and the 31 band is your brain surgeon of EQ. And much like a good surgeon, the best way to use EQ is slightly. You don't want to go in and just hack away at your song unless that's exactly the effect you're going for on something, is for it to just sound one area or another. You want to use it, you use it to more like a sculptor than a surgeon, really. You use your EQ to sculpt different parts of the track to conform precisely to where you want them to be. Okay, and the graphic EQ here is another version of that, and then I've got a basic EQ that's another version of it. Noise gate. Basically, a noise gate is the same thing as a compressor, and what compressors, noise gates do is that they take what you're recording and shave off volume at certain levels. A noise gate is more specialized and helps get rid of hissing and humming noises that can be picked up by messing around with recordings or just because of outdoor noises. The compressor is more to help get rid of it's best used with vocals. Obviously, when you're using compression, even for guitar, any instrument, because it helps get rid of any really annoying high or really annoying low level noises and aspects of recordings that can pop up from time to time, even on the best equipment. The compressor is what allows a singer to hit super high notes on a track and never seem to go too high. The compressor kicks in at just the right level and shaves off the volume and at that level so that it never goes above it, is the best way to explain it. It is an essential tool for recording vocals, again, because depending on how far away you are from a mic, the singing can sound really far away or it can sound really, really loud. And the compressor helps shave off if you accidentally get a little too close without damaging the recording too much, hopefully. Then you got things like flang, stutter, But also, those are all things that you can get for like guitar pedals, and they do the exact same thing as the guitar pedals do. They're all variances of the same effects. It's just flang wah wah would be like the guitar pedal that when they hit it, it goes wow wow wow. That sort of effect with a guitar. Or flang, I believe, is what they use for like surfer guitar that gives it that warbly kind of effect. Reverb is echo. Great reverb is why bathroom singing sounds so damn good to you, because the walls are close together and the tiles and everything. It allows that sound to bounce around a lot, and it creates a lot of depth and